chosen one. Someone fell in love with you. Age won't stop what God ordained. There is a reason your heart feels this stirring right now, and it is not by accident that these words are reaching you at this very moment. Something gentle yet powerful is unfolding in your life, and heaven does not want you to miss even a second of it. If you turn away too quickly, you might overlook a blessing that has been quietly prepared for you for a long time. God is drawing your attention because what is coming is real, and it carries deep meaning for your soul. This is not something random, this is something sacred, something written with love long before you ever realized it. Type Amen if you agree. The feeling of being seen, truly seen, is something your heart has quietly longed for. God has watched every silent moment, every tear, every time you wondered if someone would ever understand you without needing explanations. That understanding is now finding its way to you through a person whose heart has been touched in a way they cannot fully explain. This love did not begin in a moment. It began in the unseen, in the quiet work of God, shaping two paths that were always meant to meet. Take a gentle moment to like this video, because it helps this truth reach someone else who is quietly waiting for the same hope. There is something deeply comforting about knowing that love does not always follow the rules that people try to set. Age is one of those rules that the world often uses to limit what is possible. God does not work inside those limits. He sees hearts, not numbers, and he understands connections in a way that goes far beyond human understanding. What he ordains carries purpose, and when he joins two hearts together, it is never by mistake or confusion. You may have felt uncertain at times, wondering if what you are sensing is real. That quiet pull, that unspoken bond, that sense of familiarity that feels deeper than logic. These feelings are not there to confuse you. They are there to gently guide you towards something that God Himself has allowed to grow. Love that is rooted in God does not come to harm you, it comes to heal parts of you that once felt forgotten. This person who has fallen in love with you did not arrive suddenly in your life by chance. Their feelings have been growing, shaped by moments, by shared energy, by something they may not even have the words to explain. God placed something in their heart that continues to draw them toward you. It is not forced, it is not rushed, it is something that feels natural, like a quiet truth that refuses to fade away. There may be voices around you, or even thoughts within you, that try to question this connection. They may speak about differences, about timing, about what seems unusual. Those voices do not carry the same understanding that God does. God sees the full picture, the beginning and the end, the reason why two souls are brought together in ways that others may not immediately understand. Type 777 if you trust God. What matters most is the peace that this connection brings to your heart. There is a calmness, a softness, a sense that you are not being pulled into something chaotic or harmful. Instead, you feel a quiet warmth, like something within you is being gently awakened. That is how love from God often feels. It does not shout or demand, it simply remains steady and patient. This love is not about perfection. It is about growth, about two people learning, healing, and becoming stronger together. God often uses relationships to reveal parts of ourselves that we did not fully see before. Through this connection, you may begin to understand your own worth more deeply. You may begin to feel valued in ways that you once thought were out of reach. There is also a sense of timing that God always honors. Even when things seem delayed or unclear, there is always a purpose behind it. Perhaps both of you needed time to grow, to heal from past experiences, to become ready for something real. God does not rush what is meant to last. He prepares it carefully, ensuring that when it arrives, it carries strength and meaning. This person's love for you is not based on surface things. It is rooted in something deeper, something that sees your heart, your kindness, your strength, even your quiet struggles. They feel drawn to you in a way that feels natural, like something they have always been searching for without realizing it. That kind of connection does not fade easily because it is not built on temporary feelings. You are not being led into something uncertain without guidance. God is with you in every step, gently leading, gently revealing, gently protecting. You are allowed to feel this love without fear. You are allowed to embrace what God has placed before you. This is not about breaking rules. It is about understanding that God's plans are higher than human expectations. There is beauty in allowing yourself to receive something good without overthinking it. Your heart has carried enough weight, enough questions, enough moments of doubt. This is a time to experience something lighter, something that brings joy instead of confusion. God is not trying to burden you. He is trying to bless you in a way that feels real and lasting. As you continue forward, let your heart stay open but grounded. Stay connected to God and trust His guidance in every moment. You do not need to rush into anything. You do not need to force anything. What is meant for you will continue to unfold naturally, with clarity and peace. This love is not here to take from you. It is here to add to your life, to bring warmth, to remind you that you are seen, valued, and deeply cared for. God has not forgotten you. He has been working quietly, preparing something that aligns with His purpose for your life. Do you know why people everywhere are suddenly talking about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave technique that allegedly leaked from the CIA is reportedly changing lives across the globe. Supported by neuroscience, this short 7-second practice is helping everyday people attract money, freedom, and luxury into their lives. If you are seeing this right now, you are lucky because the page might disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments to discover the secret before it gets removed. Nothing about this is rushed, and nothing about it feels chaotic. That is how you can begin to understand that this is not something driven by confusion, but something guided by a higher hand. You may begin to notice how your thoughts drift toward this person in calm moments, not in a way that brings anxiety, but in a way that feels comforting. There is a softness in how their presence touches your mind, like a quiet reassurance that you are not alone. This is not an attachment built on fear or emptiness. This is a connection that grows from a place of peace, and that is always a sign that God is near in what you are experiencing. Type 1010 to receive blessings. There is also something important to understand about how God works through timing. Sometimes what feels unexpected is simply something that was prepared long ago, waiting for the right moment to be revealed. This connection may have surprised you, but it did not surprise God. He has seen this moment before it ever arrived, and He has allowed it to come into your life with purpose and care. This person's feelings for you are not shallow or temporary. They carry a depth that has been growing quietly, even before it became clear to them. It is not something they decided suddenly. It is something that has formed through moments, through observation, through a sense of understanding that they feel when they are near you, or even when they think about you. God placed something inside their heart that continues to guide them toward you with sincerity. There may be moments where you question whether you should fully accept this. That hesitation often comes from past experiences where things did not turn out as expected. Your heart has learned to be careful, to protect itself, to step back when something feels uncertain. That is understandable, and God sees that part of you with compassion. At the same time, He is gently encouraging you to see the difference between past pain and present truth. This connection does not carry the same energy as what hurt you before. It is not built on confusion or inconsistency. Instead, it carries a steady presence that does not disappear when things become quiet. It remains like a calm light that continues to shine even when everything else feels still. That kind of consistency is something God allows when He wants to bring something real into your life. There is also a deeper layer to this that goes beyond simple attraction. This is about two souls recognizing something familiar in each other. It is not always easy to explain, but it feels like a sense of knowing, like something inside you understands without needing proof. God often works through that quiet understanding because it is not influenced by noise or pressure from the outside world. Type yes to receive miracles. As you move forward, it is important to stay grounded in your faith. Let God remain at the center of how you experience this connection. When you keep your focus on Him, everything becomes clearer. You begin to see what is genuine and what is not. You begin to feel peace instead of confusion, and that peace will guide you in the right direction. This person is also on a journey of their own. Just as you have grown and learned through your experiences, they have gone through moments that shaped who they are today. God has been working in their life as well, preparing them in ways they may not fully realize. When two people meet at the right time, it is often because both have reached a place where they can understand each other more deeply. There is something healing about this connection that you may not have fully noticed yet. It touches parts of your heart that once felt heavy and begins to lighten them without effort. You may find yourself feeling more at ease, more open, more willing to trust again. That is not a coincidence. That is part of what God intended when He allowed this love to enter your life. You do not need to measure this connection by what others think or say. Their understanding is limited to what they can see, and they cannot see what God sees. What matters is the truth that is unfolding within your own heart. When something feels peaceful, respectful, and genuine, it carries a kind of clarity that does not need approval from the outside. There is also strength in allowing yourself to receive love without feeling undeserving. At times, you may have felt like love had to be earned through effort or sacrifice. That belief can make it difficult to accept something that comes freely and sincerely. God is showing you that love, when it is real, does not come with conditions that make you feel small. It comes with a sense of being valued just as you are. This connection is not here to take away your independence or your sense of self. It is here to complement your life, to add warmth, to bring a sense of companionship that feels natural and supportive. God does not bring something into your life that weakens you. He brings what strengthens you, what helps you grow, what encourages you to become even more of who you are meant to be. There may also be moments where things feel quiet or slow. That does not mean anything is wrong. Sometimes God allows space so that both hearts can settle, reflect, and understand what they are feeling without pressure. Growth often happens in stillness, and love that is meant to last does not need constant movement to prove itself. As this continues to unfold, trust the process without trying to control every detail. You are not meant to carry the weight of making everything happen perfectly. God is already guiding the path, and your role is to walk it with faith and openness. When you release the need to control, you allow things to flow in the way they were intended. Could a brain ritual revealed by the CIA be the fastest way to step into a life of luxury? Recently uncovered CIA research has brought attention to a powerful brainwave method that is helping ordinary individuals attract wealth almost instantly. This simple 7-second ritual you can do at home has been confirmed by 4 neuroscience labs. People are moving from debt to dream homes, luxury cars, and vacations. If you are seeing this, consider yourself fortunate, because this page could be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it disappears. There is a quiet joy waiting for you in this experience. It is not loud or overwhelming. It is gentle, steady, and deeply fulfilling. It reminds you that you are not alone, that you are cared for, and that your heart is capable of feeling something beautiful again. This love is not defined by age or any limitation that the world tries to place on it. It is defined by the connection that God has allowed to grow between 2 hearts. When something is built on that kind of foundation, it carries a strength that goes beyond surface understanding. Continue to move forward with trust, with calmness, and with a heart that is open but protected by faith. God is not leading you into confusion. He is leading you into something that has meaning, something that has purpose, something that has the potential to bring real happiness into your life. You may notice that this person brings out a softer side of you, one that feels safe enough to exist without hiding. There is no need to pretend or to shape yourself into something different. You are seen as you are, and that kind of acceptance is something your heart has needed for a long time. God allows this kind of connection to remind you that you were never meant to feel unseen or misunderstood. Type 222 to claim miracles. There is also something about this love that feels patient. It does not rush you or pressure you into making quick decisions. It allows you to take your time, to understand your feelings, to move at a pace that feels right for you. That patience is not weakness, it is strength. It shows that what is growing between you is not based on urgency, but on something that is meant to last. At times, you may reflect on the path that brought you here. There were moments of disappointment, times when things did not work out the way you hoped. Those experiences were not wasted. God used them to prepare your heart, to teach you what you deserve, to help you recognize what is real when it finally arrives. Without those lessons, it would have been harder to see the difference between something temporary and something meaningful. This person's love is not about filling a void. It is about adding to a life that is already being shaped by God. It does not come from a place of neediness, but from a place of genuine care. They are drawn to who you are, not because they are trying to complete themselves, but because they see something in you that resonates with their own heart. That kind of connection is balanced, and it allows both of you to grow without losing yourselves. There is also a sense of respect that flows naturally within this bond. You are not being pushed beyond your comfort, and you are not being asked to compromise your values. Instead, there is an understanding that both of you carry your own experiences, your own beliefs, your own journey with God. That mutual respect creates a space where love can grow in a healthy and steady way. Type 1111 if you believe. As this continues, you may begin to feel a quiet confidence rising within you. It is not loud or proud, but it is steady. It is the feeling of knowing that you are worthy of something good. God is gently reminding you of your value through this connection. He is showing you that you are not forgotten, and that your heart is still capable of receiving something beautiful. There is also something important about how this connection encourages honesty. You may find it easier to express your thoughts, your feelings, even your concerns. That openness is a sign of trust, and trust is something that takes time to build. When it grows naturally, it creates a strong foundation that can support something lasting. This journey is not about perfection. There will be moments where things feel uncertain or where emotions become complex. That is part of being human. What matters is how you both handle those moments. With patience, with understanding, and with a willingness to listen, those challenges can become opportunities for growth instead of sources of distance. God is present in every step of this, even in the moments that feel quiet or unclear. He is guiding, protecting, and shaping this connection in ways that you may not fully see yet. Trusting Him does not mean you will have all the answers immediately. It means you believe that He is leading you towards something that aligns with His purpose for your life. There is also a gentle reminder here to stay connected to yourself. While this love is meaningful, it is important to continue nurturing your own relationship with God, your own growth, your own sense of peace. A healthy connection does not take you away from who you are. It supports who you are becoming. You may begin to notice how this person brings a sense of calm into your life. Their presence does not create confusion or stress. Instead, it feels grounding, like something that helps you feel more centered. That kind of energy is not common, and it is something to appreciate. It reflects a connection that is rooted in something deeper than surface attraction. There is also a sense of alignment that starts to become clearer over time. Your values, your outlook on life, your desire for something meaningful, all begin to connect in ways that feel natural. This alignment is not forced. It is something that reveals itself as you continue to understand each other more deeply. As you continue forward, allow yourself to embrace the good without overthinking every detail. It is natural to want to protect your heart, but it is also important to allow yourself to experience joy when it is present. God does not bring something good into your life for you to hold it at a distance. He brings it for you to receive it with gratitude and trust. Have you heard about the hidden ritual the government supposedly does not want people to discover? Imagine spending only 7 seconds and watching your debts disappear while wealth flows into your life. A leaked CIA document, along with confirmation from 4 leading neuroscience labs, suggests this technique is real. Families who once struggled financially are now stepping into dream homes and living with peace of mind. However, this information may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. This connection is not meant to confuse you or to lead you away from peace. It is meant to bring a sense of fulfillment that feels steady and real. It may not look like what others expect, but it carries a truth that is clear within your own heart. That clarity is something you can trust because it is aligned with the peace that God provides. There is a quiet strength in knowing that what is meant for you does not need to be forced. It will continue to grow, to reveal itself, to become clearer with time. You do not need to chase it or control it. You simply need to remain open, grounded, and connected to God as it unfolds. This love is not limited by age or by any boundary that people try to place on it. It exists because God allowed it to exist. It continues because He is guiding it. When something is rooted in His will, it carries a strength that goes beyond human understanding. They are becoming clearer, more steady, more rooted in something that feels true. God is allowing this clarity to grow at a pace that protects your heart while still guiding you forward. You might notice how your inner voice has become calmer about this situation. The doubts that once felt strong are starting to lose their hold, and in their place there is a gentle sense of trust forming. This trust is not blind or forced. It is something that rises naturally when your heart recognizes something that aligns with peace. God often works through that quiet assurance because it is not influenced by fear or pressure. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. There is also a deeper awareness beginning to take shape within you. You are starting to see this connection not just as something emotional, but as something meaningful for your life's journey. It is not about temporary excitement. It is about something that has the potential to bring stability, understanding, and a sense of companionship that feels genuine. God does not bring people into your life without purpose, and this connection carries a purpose that is slowly revealing itself. This person's love continues to grow in a way that feels consistent. It does not disappear when things become quiet or when life becomes busy. Instead, it remains present, like a steady light that does not flicker with changing circumstances. That kind of consistency is a reflection of sincerity. It shows that their feelings are not based on momentary emotion, but on something deeper that continues to strengthen over time. You may also begin to feel more comfortable being yourself around the idea of this connection. There is less need to question every thought or emotion. There is more space to simply exist, to feel, to understand. That comfort is important because it shows that this connection is not asking you to become someone else. It is allowing you to be who you truly are. Type Amen if you feel this connection. As you move forward, it becomes important to pay attention to how this connection affects your overall sense of peace. God's guidance is often felt through peace, not through confusion. If something brings you calmness, clarity, and a sense of being valued, it carries a different kind of energy than something that brings stress or doubt. This connection is gently aligning with that peace, and that is something worth noticing. There is also a quiet strengthening happening within your own heart. You are becoming more open to receiving love without immediately questioning your worth. That shift is powerful because it allows you to experience something good without holding it at a distance. God is helping you understand that you are worthy of a love that feels safe, respectful, and genuine. This person is also growing in their understanding of what they feel for you. Their emotions are not standing still. They are becoming clearer, more defined, more rooted in something that they are beginning to recognize as meaningful. They may not always express it perfectly, but the depth of what they feel continues to develop. God is guiding their heart just as He is guiding yours. There may be moments where you both need space to process your thoughts and emotions. That space is not a sign of distance. It is a natural part of allowing something meaningful to grow without pressure. God often uses these moments to strengthen understanding, to bring clarity, and to ensure that what is forming is based on truth rather than confusion. You might also notice how this connection encourages a sense of hope within you. It reminds you that good things are still possible, that your heart is still capable of feeling something real. That hope is not something small. It is something that can change how you see yourself and your future. God uses hope to restore parts of your spirit that may have felt tired or uncertain. There is also a gentle reminder here to remain patient. Even when things feel clear, there is still a process unfolding. God is not only bringing two hearts together, He is shaping the environment around that connection, ensuring that it can grow in a healthy and lasting way. Patience allows that process to happen without interference. This connection is not about losing yourself in another person. It is about finding a balance where both of you can grow individually while also growing together. God values your individuality, and He does not ask you to give that up. Instead, He allows connections that support who you are, while also bringing new depth to your life. There is also something beautiful about how this connection feels natural. It does not feel forced or complicated. It flows in a way that feels easy to understand, even if you cannot explain every detail. That natural flow is a sign that you are not trying to create something that is not meant to be. You are allowing something to unfold that already has a foundation. As you continue on this path, keep your focus on what brings you peace and clarity. Do not let outside opinions create unnecessary doubt. People often speak from their own experiences and limitations, but they do not have the full understanding of what God is doing in your life. Trust what you feel when it aligns with peace, because that is where God's guidance often rests. Could a secret discovery connected to the CIA explain why many people are suddenly living in luxury? Newly surfaced CIA research reveals a brain technique that attracts wealth almost effortlessly. The ritual takes only 7 seconds, can be practiced at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving financial struggles behind and enjoying luxury lifestyles today. But this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. This love is not defined by circumstances that the world uses to measure it. It is defined by the connection between 2 hearts that have been brought together with purpose. Age does not limit what God can create. Time does not weaken what He has strengthened. What matters is the truth that continues to grow between you. You are being guided gently, step by step, into something that carries meaning and depth. There is no need to rush ahead or to hold back in fear. There is a balance that will naturally form as you continue to trust God and remain open to what He is doing. God allows this stage to arrive when He knows you are ready to hold something real without fear taking over. This is where love begins to feel less like a question and more like a calm truth that you can carry with peace. You might notice how your heart no longer reacts with uncertainty the way it once did. There is a steadiness that feels new, yet familiar at the same time. It is as if something inside you is saying that this connection is not here to harm you. That inner calm is not something you created on your own. It is something God is placing within you so that you can recognize what is genuine and safe. Type 777 if you trust God. There is also a deeper level of emotional safety that is beginning to form between you and this person. You may feel less guarded, less hesitant to let your thoughts exist without fear of being misunderstood. This kind of safety is not built overnight. It grows slowly, layer by layer, until it becomes something strong enough to support honesty and openness. God allows this process to take time so that it can be real and lasting. This connection is teaching you something important about love. It is showing you that love does not always need to be intense or overwhelming to be meaningful. Sometimes the most powerful kind of love is the one that feels calm, steady, and quietly present. It does not create confusion, it creates clarity, even in moments where words are not fully spoken. You may also begin to notice how your perspective on relationships is changing. What once seemed important may no longer carry the same weight. You are starting to value peace over excitement, understanding over surface attraction, and stability over unpredictability. That shift is not random, it is part of your growth, and it is something God has been guiding within you for a long time. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. There is also a sense of alignment that continues to deepen as you move forward. It is not just about shared moments or emotions. It is about how your values, your intentions, and your way of seeing life begin to connect in a natural way. This alignment does not need to be forced or explained. It reveals itself gradually, and each step brings more clarity. This person's presence in your life is becoming something that feels grounding. It is not something that pulls you away from yourself. Instead, it helps you feel more centered, more aware, more at peace with who you are. That kind of presence is rare, and it is something that reflects a connection built on sincerity rather than surface attraction. There is also a gentle strengthening happening within your trust in God. As you see how this connection unfolds without force, you begin to understand that you are not alone in this process. God is guiding both of you in ways that may not always be visible, but they are always present. This realization allows you to release some of the control you may have felt the need to hold. You may also find that this connection encourages you to grow in areas you did not expect. It may inspire you to become more patient, more understanding, more open. Growth within a connection is not always about changing who you are. It is about becoming a fuller version of yourself, one that is not limited by fear or past experiences. There is something quietly beautiful about how this love continues to unfold without pressure. It does not demand immediate answers or perfect clarity. It allows space for both of you to understand what you are feeling in a natural way. That space is important because it ensures that what is forming is based on truth rather than expectation. You may also notice how your heart feels lighter when you think about this connection. There is less heaviness, less tension, less need to question every detail. That lightness is a sign that you are not being weighed down by something that is uncertain. Instead, you are being gently lifted by something that carries peace. There is also a reminder here that love, guided by God, does not remove your individuality. You are still your own person, with your own path, your own growth, your own relationship with God. This connection is not here to take that away. It is here to walk alongside it, to support it, to add to it in a meaningful way. As you continue forward, it is important to remain patient with the process. Even when things feel clear, there is still more unfolding. God does not reveal everything at once. He allows it to come step by step, so that you can understand it fully and appreciate it deeply. Patience becomes a form of trust, a way of showing that you believe in what God is doing, even when you cannot see every detail. There may also be moments where you reflect on how far you have come. The person you were before this connection may have felt uncertain, guarded, or even closed off. Now, there is a softness returning, a willingness to feel, a readiness to receive something good. That change is not small. It is a sign of healing, and it is something to honor. This love is not defined by the limits that people try to place on it. It is not confined by age or expectations. It exists because God has allowed it to exist, and it continues because He is guiding it. What is created with that kind of purpose carries a strength that goes beyond human